another book I want to show you guys that somebody sent to me. Shout out to them. I can't think of their name. Forgive me, but shout out to the person. They commented on my last episode of Yahuah's Yahusha, and they gave me a reference to show, and I'm going to show you guys and connect it with the Renewed Covenant. Okay. And also another apocryphal book. So shout out to that person. I can't think of your name. I apologize. I did this episode on the fly, so I didn't get a chance to go back and look at your name, but I appreciate you for showing me this. So in the book of Melchizedek, all right, we're going to look at that real quick. And this is it right here. Let me pull it up. This is going to be chapter 4 of the book of Melchizedek. So Hasafar Shal Melchizedek. All right. So this is the history of the universe, chapter 4. All right. And we're going to just scroll down. Okay. I'm going to scroll down here. All right. So we are in chapter 4, and it doesn't have like the verses or nothing like that. So I just know this is chapter 4. But let's look at this. The book of Melchizedek, and it reads thus: as a representative of the human race, face and overcome Satan after triumph in this battle, proving that love is stronger than selflessness, and that truth is stronger than lies, and that humility is more powerful than pride, faithful substitute lift their hands to greet the victorious, no great achievement, but to take the hands of humanity enslaved, the cup of his conviction, gulp so submissive, the cup of eternal death. This will open immense sacrifice, human beings a chance to be redeemed, returning to the arms of the Creator along with the lost dominion. The host surprises before the revelation of the eternal, investigating the identity that substitute. The Creator, with a smile loving, told them, I'll be the man. My Ruach rest upon a virgin, and it will generate a Kadash son. Okay, so a Kadash bond. This boy is divine and human, as I've been saying. Okay, he is both man and divine. He is the Most High in the flesh. That would combine divinity and humanity. Okay, in his humanity, he will be submissive to the divinity that dwells in him, in his humanity. So his flesh will not war against the divinity that lives within him. The redeemed see him as the everlasting Father, the Creator and Redeemer, the King of Kings. His name is Yahusha. Yahuah saves. Assuming human nature. Yahuah could pay the high ransom price, dying in the place of sinners. The host, or the Malachim, were muted light to know the plan of the Creator. The thought of seeing him undergo so painful sacrifice in order to redeem the lost dominion was too much to bear. There was, however, another hope of victory, unless through his loving delivery. Okay? So, boom, right in your face. Now, let's go ahead and let's back this up with more scripture. So first, let's go back to the book of Adam and Eve. I showed that in the last episode, but we got to connect it. We got to make all these pieces fit. Okay? With 2 or more witnesses are all matters established. So let's go over here to, this is the book of Adam and Eve. And this is chapter 14, and we're going to read 1 through 5. Okay, here we go. Then Adam said to Yahuah, O Yahuah, take my soul and let me not see this gloom anymore, or remove me to some place where there is no darkness. But Yahuah said to Adam, indeed I say to you, this darkness will pass from you. Every day I have determined for you unto the fulfillment of my covenant, okay, when I will save you and bring you back again into the garden, into the house of light you long for, in which there is no darkness, and I will bring it to you. I will bring you to it in the kingdom of the Shamayim. Again, said Yahuah to Adam, all this misery that you have been made to take upon yourself because of your transgression will not free you from the hand of Satan and will not save you. Verse 4, what does it say? But I will. When I will come down from heaven, I shall become flesh of your descendants and take on myself the infirmary from which you suffer. Then the darkness that covered you in this cave shall cover me in the grave when I am in the flesh of your descendants. And I, whom without years shall be subject to the reckoning of years, of times, of months, and of days, and I shall be reckoned as one of the sons of men in order to save you. So I will be reckoned as the son of man, the sons of men. Okay, so when Yahusha says, I am Ban Adam, the son of man, right? He's referred to as the son of man. But right here, Yahuwah is literally saying, I shall be reckoned as the son of man, or as one of the sons of men, because he came obviously through a woman who came from a man's seed, even though he doesn't have an earthly father, obviously, which was just his father, who was Joseph, who adopted him. But that's not his physical father, or earthly father, or biological father. So I shall be reckoned as one of the sons of man in order to save you. And Yahuwah ceased to commune with Adam. Wow. So we have the book of Adam and Eve to back us up on Yahuwah being Yahusha, and what we just read in the book of Melchizedek. All right. Now, in the book of Melchizedek, it talked about the sorrow, okay, that the Malachim felt when Yahuwah revealed that he was going to suffer. He was going to suffer to redeem humanity back to him. Well, the Malachim felt the same sorrow in their hearts. So let's go over to 15 in the book of Adam and Eve, and let's see what that says. Let me make it bigger. So this is the same book, the first book of Adam and Eve, chapter 15, verse 1. Let me make it bigger. It says, then Adam and Kua cried in sorrow by reason of Yahuwah's word to them that they should not return to the garden unto the fulfillment of days decreed on them, but mostly because Yahuwah had told them that he should suffer for their salvation. Okay, so they felt that same sorrow that the Malachim felt when the Most High revealed he was going to become flesh. Interesting. Now, let's look at another passage in the same book. All right, we're going to look at 24, chapter 24. And let's read this. Let me make it bigger. All right, and actually, I'm going to skip down here. Okay, we'll start off at verse 3, and then we'll read 24, verse 4. Okay, here we go. He smelled the sweet savor of their offering and showed them kasad, mercy. Then came the word of Yahuwah to Adam and said, O Adam, as you have shed your blood, so will I shed my own blood when I become flesh of your descendants. And as you died, O Adam, so also will I die. And as you built an altar, Salaki, so also will I make for you an altar of the earth. And as you offered your blood on it, so also will I offer my blood on the altar of the earth. And as you sued for forgiveness through that blood, so also will I make my blood forgiveness of sins and erase transgressions in it. Okay? So, wow. So we have 3 witnesses already. Now, you might be all like, well, yes, sir. Okay, I mean, that's those books, but it doesn't say that in the Bible. You sure about that? Let's jump over to Acts chapter 20, verse 28, so we can tie it all together. Let's go. This is Acts 20:28, and let's read it. Take heed, therefore, unto yourselves and to all the flock over which the Ruach HaKodesh has made you overseers, to feed the assembly of Yahuwah, which he what? Has purchased with his own blood. His blood. Yahuwah became flesh and shed his blood. He suffered, as he told Adam and Kua. They were grieved by it. He revealed it also to the Malachim, and he also revealed it to those of us who understand and believe Yahuwah is Yahusha. That's how much he loved us. He became flesh. Now, we have all those witnesses there. I want to show you something else here, which is more proof of why I think people need to be careful saying that Yahuwah isn't Yahusha, because the thing is, we have to think about what the first covenant says. So we're going to look at some scriptures here, okay? But I'm going to start out with the renewed covenant first. All right, it's going to be my last witness for this episode. And like I said, I'll continue to build out more episodes because honestly, there's so much evidence of this as you guys are seeing. So let me go over here to Yehukanan chapter 14, verse 15. And Yahusha said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Very simple, right? Here's a question you can ask everybody who doesn't believe Yahuwah is Yahusha. Who gave the commandments to Moses to give to the children of Yahshua? It was Yahuwah, right? When people say Yahusha is the son of Yahuwah, but he is not Yahuwah, then why doesn't he say in here, keep my father's commandments? The commandments came from the Most High. And I'm going to show you that in the first covenant. So we can understand when he says, because over and over again, Yahuwah says, keep my commandments, keep my commandments, keep my commandments. Yahusha says the same thing. Let's look at this. My first place I'm going to go to prove this is Shamuth or Exodus chapter 20, verse 6. And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Okay? Right here, plain sight, Torah. So the Torah's a lie? I'm just saying, how can Yahusha say, keep my commandments and not my father's commandments? But Yahuwah also says, if you love me, keep my commandments. Let's keep going. We're going to go to Shamuth 24:12. Shamuth 24:12. Exodus 24:12. Let's look at that. And Yahuwah said to Moses, come up to me into the mountain and be there, and I will give you the sapphire of stone, the Torah, and the commandments, which I have written to give them laws. So Yahuwah wrote the laws, the Torah, the commandments. So when Yahusha says, if you love me, keep my commandments, it's because he's Yahuwah. You can't deny it. Let's keep going. Dabarim or Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 10. Let's go there next. All right, this is Dabarim, Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 10. And doing mercifully to thousands of them that what? Love me and keep my commandments. There it is again. Yahuwah's Yahusha. I'm going to keep saying it. Yahuwah's Yahusha. Yahuwah's Yahusha. Okay. All right, let's go to, so we got another witness here to back us up. Now let's go to Dabarim 11, verse 1. Therefore shall you love Yahuwah your Eluah, and shall observe his appointments and his ordinances and his commandments and his shafatim, judgments always. Observe his appointments and his ordinances and what? His commandments. Let's go to 1 Kings 8:58. Well, I'll start off at 57 for context. May Yahuwah, our Eluah Hinu, be with us as with our fathers. Let him not desert us nor turn from us, that he may turn our hearts toward him to walk in his ways and to keep all his commandments and his ordinances, which he commanded our fathers. So again, keep his commandments. If you love him, you keep his commandments. Okay? As Yahusha said, if you love me, keep my commandments. He didn't say my father's commandments. He didn't say my Eluah's commandments. He said, keep my commandments. All right? Let's keep going. Nakam Yahu, Nehemiah 9:13-14. Let's jump over there. All right. Nehemiah 9:13-14 reads, and you came down upon Mount Sinai and you spoke to them. Wait, he came down? Nothing's too hard for the Most High. And you spoke to them out of heaven and gave them right judgments and laws of truth, ordinances, and good commandments. And you did make known to them your Kadash Shabbat. You did enjoin them commandments and ordinances and a law by the hand of your servant Moses. Who gave the commandments? Yahuwah. So if Yahuwah gave them, they're his. Therefore, Yahuwah is Yahusha. That's why Yahusha said, my commandments. You got to connect the first covenant to the renewed covenant if you're trying to disprove this. Because then you're basically saying that everything in the first covenant doesn't matter. What the words Yahuwah said himself. We have to take everything Yahuwah said and connect it to Yahusha. And when we connect the first covenant with the renewed covenant and we understand it in its fullness, and we allow the Ruach to reveal these things and give us Binah, understanding, Da'ath, knowledge, and Chakmah, wisdom, then we understand truly what is being revealed in the scriptures, okay? So That's it, man. We're going to stop there, fam. We're going to stop there. I think that this was very, very, very direct and cut and dry. So that's it for episode 7. I'm really going to just kind of ride this out and see how many episodes we can actually do. If I was to be honest, I would say it would be well over 20 plus episodes. If I just broke them down in a little 15-minute, 12-minute, 13-minute increments, it would be well over 20 videos, I'm sure. But we're just going to keep building out this series. We're going to keep on, you know what I'm saying, bringing out this truth. So if you ever, even if you are in doubt about this and you're still on the fence about it, I'm doing this series to show you there is a lot of stuff in the scriptures that prove this. It does. And I notice most people who literally say Yahuah is not Yahusha literally only use the renewed covenant. And that's what I'm showing you in the first covenant, the renewed covenant. It has to fit. It can't go against Torah. It cannot, you know what I'm saying, contradict what the Most High said in Tanakh. It has to line up. It has to fit. You feel me? So that's it. I'll see y'all in the next episode. All esteem to the highest, Yahuah.